Hi, I'm Tara. I was born in 1995, so the internet and I basically grew up alongside each other. When I was 9, I realized you could be anyone you wanted to be online. I liked to go into chat rooms and make up fake personalities. I thought everyone on the internet was putting on a show just like me. I think that's still kind of true today, especially on social media. When I was in middle and high school, I tried to find online communities that were a little more real. I ended up using a lot of drawing sites and even got a drawing tablet so I could start making digital art. My favorite sites were the ones where you could do stuff collaboratively. I still make art today, but now I do it on my iPad. I also have a computer and a phone. Technology does a lot for me. I write a lot on all my devices. I get my news from Reddit and podcasts. I maintain text friendships with people who have moved away. And I take pictures like every 30 seconds. The internet is as much a part of me as anything else. Like a lot of people my age, I might be a little too sucked into the digital world. Some days I'll just sit in my room for hours, scrolling mindlessly through Reddit or Tumblr. And though I've cut Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter out of my life, I still maintain several Instagram accounts. Social media feels like a huge obligation sometimes, because whether we like it or not, we have to kind of establish a personal brand. But that brand can be a little different than reality. Instagram lets me show everyone a side of myself that I like, the side that travels, hikes, creates cool art, and does other fun things. Though I try to keep my posts real, social media only reflects a tiny part of my life, and it certainly doesn't reflect the hours and hours I can spend staring at my phone. There's a lot of good, non-fake stuff on social media too, though. For example, I really like to look at artist pages. Instagram's art culture is one of the most supportive ones out there. It's also a good example of how much the internet has evolved. Any artist is now expected to have an account dedicated to their art if they take themselves seriously at all. They're kind of supposed to advertise themselves everywhere. The real world is no longer a good place to build relationships, gain fans, and get the word out. Digital culture today changes faster than culture ever has before. It's so fast that the analog world has a hard time keeping up with it. There are places to go online to talk about any interest, and everything is in the public view. Suddenly, everyone's voices can be heard. Public discussion happens fast and loud and in unexpected places. I think we all kind of use social media without really understanding it, and that's probably dangerous. Our culture pretty much only encourages happiness, so people only post pictures where they look like they're doing well. But everyone's life is a mixture of good and bad, and if we never post about our problems, we can't solve them. I think the internet might make the future a little brighter. Social networks only encourage people to believe morally and politically polarized fake news because traditional offline culture encourages those patterns. Society is designed around a reality where communication and collaboration was incredibly limited. Until now, it was unrealistic to try to relate to everyone in the world, but that's no longer true. The internet is a kind of safe space for free expression in a world that's hypercritical of everything and everyone. So if we play our cards right and figure out how to collaborate effectively online, that acceptance could spread into the real world. Someday, I think digital communities will use tech to create a world that's better than ever before.